in our fucking Discord. No, did we? Am I stupid? I think so. I think I'm stupid. Here we go. Wait, nope. Fuck. Wrong place. Wrong Discord. Fuck me. God, I'm stupid. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah. Later, gamers.
Are you okay? What's with these nerds? They aren't into my jewels. Maybe they just don't have an appreciation for your type of humor. Maybe you could try and learn about what they're interested in. Read up a little. Read makes my brain all cloudy. I bet you'd have something insightful to say about that, huh? Well, yeah. Yeah, but no. Listen. Watch this. Through the simple act of creation, have I become a reflection of my own creator? If I may interject, Aristotle once said, nature abhors a vacuum. Then why do I love doing this so much? Seriously, someone explain it to me. Excuse me, I have to silently back away. And I need a refill. Come on, kid. What, am I boring you guys? The old man's a snooze, huh? You're not so perfect. Simon, I'm going to give you a lot of unresolved problem, but that is no reason to lash out. What are you talking about? You cry in the night times. We all hear you crying. The baby diapers is super sad. Oh, come on, guys. Promise. You keep it in my bottom drawer. It's locked. Somebody say something about what? Oh, yeah, get in here, bro.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Your truth, son. Aye, give me those.
Yeah, you're a little low, though.
Like how you use penguin milk as moisturizer? It helps keep my skin cold and clammy.
No, actually, I turned up your volume and you sound fine now. Okay, so I just gotta do a couple things and we can get started here. As long as this thing doesn't try to bring up my video, we're fine.
Okay, I get it. I'm a damn ding dong, okay?
Shouts out to Full-Time Idiot.
Excuse me, friends.
I just want to say, again, thanks for doing this, dude. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I wanted to do this to just create some PM content, or P plus rather. There's been a void.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the new patch, and you know, people could always go to the discords for like character information, but I think these shows help a little better. Trying to get in depth, and we can just talk about community service and whatnot. I'm probably gonna ask you a lot of questions about. Also, we're live technically, so just keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up asking you a lot of questions about like SoCal, your experiences there, how they differ from over here. Cause that's like, in my opinion, that's like one of the top 3 regions in the game. It's like SoCal, New York, I guess NorCal too. So just California in general.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So sad I won't be able to play with Shroomo anymore.
What do you mean? Are you going somewhere?
I'm reading comments. Sam3GX.
Oh.
If that rings any bells.
I gotcha.
That being said, hey guys. Astastic here with another episode of Net Talks. This week's guest is Shroomo, a really solid link main.
Hey guys.
Honestly, you're one of the more solid links I've ever played, and you were like top 3 in SoCal if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah, I think 3rd was my highest.
Yeah, because I was like, it's funny because the other day I was like looking for information on you, so I typed in Shroom, and I couldn't find a damn thing. All I found was shrooms. I'm like, no, link
Mushrooms.
and then I went to your actual Discord, not your Discord, your Discord name. It's like, oh, Shroomo. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a common mistake.
Yeah.
Darned melee players.
That being said, I'm about to send you a code, and then join the game, and we can get started. Let me get my phone out so I have my questions up.
Okay. Is that the vanilla build?
Yeah, vanilla. No bird here, sir. What the fuck are my questions? Nice. So I also might switch controllers in the middle of this because like I got a new controller and it's way too crisp. Like it's not broken in at all.
Too
So
crispy.
yeah, so I can't even ledge dash. It's
I
like
gotcha.
it's like my existence is pain. That being said, hey guys, if you have any questions, I'm trying to keep my eye out more for the Twitch comments. So if you have any questions, please ask. If I miss it, ask again. And we'll try to get to everyone's questions in a timely manner.
Mario.
Okay,
Is this your new controller now?
Yeah, this is my new controller now. It's pretty.
Okay.
I love those friggin' pretty. Well, you can't see it. I'm showing it to the stream at this point.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Dang. What's the ET mean? Extraterrestrial?
Oh, extraterrestrial. Yeah, let's go with that.
Dang. I heard you won the Pittsburgh local yesterday. Congrats.
It kind of feels empty sometimes, like winning like a net play local. It's just like
Yeah, a little bit.
I proved
All
I'm
we
the
got
best
these
through
days.
lag. Great. With no top 50 players either. Even better. Ooh, nice. That was nice. You're always prepared. One thing I like about playing against you, you're always prepared. You're always like planning ahead. Like you'll throw out a move and you're already holding down for something else.
Yeah, I feel like with Link, I feel like you have to, because the moves are so slow. If you're not ready, then you can't do it on reaction.
Like that.
Or maybe
like,
you can.
that was a
on the
clear
slow,
example of what I was talking about.
Oh man. Oh, I'm alive.
I can't ledge dash with this controller. I can't ledge
Take
dash.
those.
But I'm gonna play it because I need to break it in. I really.
Dang. So you just got it?
Yeah. Came in yesterday.
Dang. Is it one of the the ultimate controllers?
Oh no, it is emerald blue.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So it's definitely an older one, but it's funny because on eBay it said yeah it's used, and I'm like no one has ever touched this a day in their life.
Someone breathed on it one time before used.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah, I was playing the Doctor a lot before I moved and got a lot of pill practice.
Okay.
No spot dodges here.
See, I wasn't trying to spot dodge. I was trying to escape.
Oh.
I can't do it. Okay, relax. So this is just a friendly.
Damn it. Alright. I was really hoping you would jump out of that.
Stop. Yep. Why didn't you join the? Well, you're probably busy, but do you? I feel like I only ran into you in like one netplay tournament, and it was that one time Anthony did something for me.
Oh yeah, the Thursday thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I used to go to like all of the netplay tournaments like 3 times a week. Then like classes started getting like a little hard, so I had to just stop.
Yeah, no, I feel that, dude. Smash ain't gonna pay the bills, especially not PM.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, hopefully I'll join the next one because they're bi-weekly, so it's not too much of a commitment.
Yeah.
Who'd you end up playing in Grands?
Smur. Actually.
Smur? I don't know who that is.
Smur, he's a Georgia DD Mario. I used to play him quite often back in like 2017, like circa then. All right, so let's start with some questions.
Okay.
So introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure.
What's your name? What's your tag?
Yeah, sure. So probably already know tags Shroomo. My real name is Tom. Although most people in PM kind of just call me Shroomo for short.
Yeah.
I used to be in San Diego.
Tom's definitely longer than Shroomo.
I know. It's yeah, an enigma. But yeah, most people call me Shroomo in Smash. But yeah, I was in San Diego for 4 years. That's when I started playing a lot more. At the expense of classes most of the time. But yeah, I played a lot in undergrad. Yeah, pretty much. I only moved because I graduated. But now I'm in Pittsburgh for grad school stuff.
Oh, sick, dude. What are you going to grad school for?
Yeah. Right now I go to Carnegie Mellon. I'm doing a master's in robotics.
Oh,
so
extra sick.
2 years and then decided to get a job.
Damn, okay. I'm trying to get into a grad program myself, but for like quantitative psychology, because I like research.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
How'd you come up with your tag?
Oh, it's so dumb. So it's like a 2-parter. So the like shroom or mushroom aspect is from like when I used to play MapleStory a long time ago. So yeah, mushrooms is like their thing. It's like an MMO with a ton of mushrooms around.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then there's like this one joke in The Simpsons where I honestly haven't even seen that episode. I just saw like the meme posted online. So in the first panel, it's like Bart spray painting some kind of like gang name he made up for himself, like El Barto. So he spray painted that on a fence, and Homer sees him and he's like, "Oh, I'll put on El Homo." So then I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll put on El Shroomo." There we go. And then yeah, that's where it came from.
A player just asked a pretty good question. Did you have an O2 phase?
An O2 phase?
Yeah.
So actually, no. I think I was lucky in that regard. So before I started going to tournaments, I just played with like my friend a lot. Went over to his house, played a bunch of friendlies. So technically, my first tournament in San Diego was my 3rd tournament, I think. Because before I was in San Diego, I was actually living in Hong Kong. Okay. So as you can imagine, not many PM players around there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There were like 2 locals ever in Hong Kong, and both had like 4 guys. So went to those, came to San Diego. It went okay. I don't remember how I did my first tourney.
But wasn't it O2?
But yeah, I don't think I went O2. Probably would have remembered that, but yeah, it's been all right for my like Smash career, I guess. Never really had like super A phase where I was just getting wrecked.
Okay. We also got another good question from a player here, and I was actually gonna ask something similar. What drew you to play in main Link? What about the change? What about him change from 3.6 to P plus?
Good question. So I always kind of thought Link was cool. When I was like way younger, all my friends would play like the Zelda games, so everyone was playing Link amongst like my friend group. But yeah, I played probably Princess and like Ocarina and all that. Yes, there's definitely some character loyalty there. 3.6 to P plus. You know, I actually at the beginning I was like opposed to the changes, so I was like, oh, they like changed his timings. It's gonna like screw up my timings and stuff and totally mess me up. But yeah, I've done a 180 on that. I think yeah, P plus Link is better in every way. I think. The short of it is he's a little faster, and well, actually, yeah, the main thing is he's a little faster. So the big change was jump squat went from 5 frames to 4, which just has an effect on like everything. So you get out of shield like 1 frame sooner. Your aerials come out like 1 frame sooner if you like do them at the first frame. So yeah, that was the big change. Everything kind of like sped up a little bit. I think the friction for Link went down a little bit, but that hasn't been like a huge change.
What do you mean by friction?
So I'm not sure exactly how it works, but my understanding is it's mostly to do with like wave dash length. So from 3.5 to 3.6, they lowered it a little bit, so Link's wave dash went a little bit further. If I recall correctly, they lowered it a little bit again for P+, so the wave dash goes a little bit more further. I mean, that's nice, but it wasn't really a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the speed has been huge for Link.
Let's keep
because the big problem is he's slow.
Strong. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think there's any big changes besides that. Yeah, the speed's the big one.
Okay, let's get into another game here. Hopefully I can stop jawing about my controller at some point.
Yeah, no worries.
I swear, I'm gonna like give it to my kid's brother and have him just break it in for me.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah, they'll go crazy. They don't care.
Doing no tech skills somehow comes back worn in. Like, what were you doing, kid?
Yeah, kids, man. They can do some wild stuff. Did they change Mario in P+ much, or is he like mostly the same?
Mostly the same. See, I'm a weirdo. I don't pay much attention to like I don't pay much attention to like frame data and stuff like that. Like, it's a shame because like sometimes people think I'm so good, and it's like, oh man, do you know what frame Mario comes out in? Can you link it? I'm like, dog. All I know is like up tilt. I'm sorry, jab is frame 2, down smash is frame 5. That's all I need to know.
Dang. Yeah, definitely all you need. I know Sosa is like also one of those guys where he doesn't know like the frames or anything, but he just got the sense for like what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, that's kind of how I try to go about the game in general. Like, I'm a lab monkey, but I'm not a frame data kid. That's on old Smashboard games. Oh my god, a lawless time.
Smashboards, dang. Yeah, that was a while ago. And I'm getting messed up currently. Dang. Ever four-stocked a guest before?
Nope.
Alright, maybe I can bring that tally to 1.
Damn, that was scary.
Alright, there we go. This first one.
Oh my god. So why'd you pick Link? What drew you to playing Link? Oh, you said character loyalty a little bit before, but like, so like you grew up playing Legend of Zelda or something?
Yeah, one other reason that I didn't really touch on is back when I first started playing, my friend group would always do like free-for-alls. We wouldn't do the 1v1 rotation or anything like that. So it would just be madness. There's 4 players like on screen doing whatever. So I started liking Link a lot because like he's slow, but he can do like a little bit of everything. So if someone like gets in close, like you've got like sword stuff, and if you know they're far away, you can just like throw projectiles. So that definitely came in handy for the free for alls. So I just started playing Link a lot, and then yeah, I just stuck with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, I like how you can do like okay as Link, no matter like who you're playing against. So after like in close, you've got like your feet and your sword. But if you're playing against like kind of like a keep away character, then you know if you really need to, you can bust out the bow and like bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I like having like an option for stuff.
I feel like Link's one of those characters where, and not as hard as some characters like let's say DDD, right? But like he's one of those characters where it's like you kind of have to know the matchup. You can't really go into like just thinking, oh yeah, I can just play how I usually play and get away with it. Like you know, like it's not gonna happen.
Against Link? Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because the big thing with Link is like either you dodge all of Link's stuff and just destroy him, or you like just barely don't, run into everything, and then get destroyed. So it's very polarizing in that sense, I think. But yeah, there's definitely like a critical point where you know the timings of Link's stuff and then dodge everything and destroy him, or you don't and then just get messed up. That was nice.
Thank you. I'm fighting this controller. It's so crisp. I hear it crease every time I hit a direction.
Oh. Dang. I actually did not know that pill would not blow up bomb.
That was a really beautiful nair. Oof, I'm dead. Yeah, big time.
Dang. Can't you cape like a normal Mario?
That's because I'm a coward.
Keep waiting, like, alright, I got his jump. When's he gonna do the cape? But then you just don't.
Yeah, there are like times I'm trying to like JC grab you, and then I'll just like empty hop into nothing. Or like
oh yeah,
like,
I hate that.
like full hop and just do nothing.
Was your old controller like broken or something?
Yeah, like I found that with my Nest stuff, it was just like there's just certain buttons that I was just reading or inputting just weird, like a little too broken in.
Oh okay, yeah, I gotcha.
I actually had a Link within my region, and this is my first hate matchup. And actually, those aren't tied together, but I have a Link within my region, 6 a.m. So I played him for years.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard that tag.
And but the reason why he's my first hate matchup is because, oh my god, I want to say probably circa 2015 or something. Or no, probably even like circa 2015. There's a tournament called Spring Fighter. It was like at NYU, and it had 3.0 there. So I'm playing.
Oh,
I think I was in top 8,
Link.
and I narrowly lost to the. I was doing well, and then I ran into a Link, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, my boy plays Link. I know how to fight against this character." And then the character, like, I just didn't. I just didn't. So I made it my mission at that point to learn the matchup because I never want to go out like that again against the Link.
Yeah. Do you remember who it was that tournament?
No, actually, and the worst part is I've never seen the kid again.
Yeah, he showed up to one tournament in his life just to mess you up.
Right? Never saw the man again. Never saw his tag again. Actually, I don't even remember his tag. I just remember the feeling I had of losing.
Dang. Does 6 a.m. still play or not?
Things are a little weird now with COVID, and he like works. Plus, I left.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh man, got hit by the tippy toes.
Yeah, no one ever expects like how long that thing lasts. Okay, chill. Sir. So this is my stream, you know. That's one really good thing about this character and what makes this matchup weird. You have 2 shields, damn it.
Yeah, the shield definitely comes in handy in certain matchups. It can definitely come in handy here. Yeah, people like Samus definitely helps a lot.
What about, I feel like Luigi as well.
Luigi's a little bit tricky. The problem with Luigi is like, usually with Link, if you want to block with like the physical shield, usually it's more reliable to crouch. But I'm pretty sure, I'd have to lab this, but in my experience, the crouching shield won't work against Luigi fireballs. They're like just high enough to hit your face. So then you have to like, if you want to use the physical shield, you can't just crouch, you have to like stand still. And that's a lot harder to do if you're like moving around and wave dashing and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some like strengths and weaknesses of this character? Like, I think certain things I can note where it's like, well, one, having a sword, that helps a lot. I think your nair.
Yeah, sword helps big time.
Your nair is real good.
Yeah, nair is definitely like, if not the best, one of Link's best moves. Yeah, in terms of strengths, well, the classic answer is like, you've got projectiles and disjoint, so you can kind of just like space out characters. Yeah, so Link does really well against anyone who's slower than him, basically. So if you're slower than Link, you should get destroyed, in theory, because then Link can kind of run away and throw projectiles, kind of play defense the whole time. So yeah, strengths, I guess, you can set up a lot of like disjointed hitboxes, and that can really mess up some characters.
You also have like 3 projectiles, and your bomb's like one of your more annoying ones.
Oh yeah, yeah, the recovery is pretty far. It's a little bit slow charty, but yeah, I feel like Link, he's pretty solid in a couple different areas. But I think one of his advantages is he's like pretty well rounded. So you can like solo main Link and do okay, but yeah, in terms of weaknesses, yeah, the major one is speed and shield game, or like out of shield game. Because like if you're a slow character against Link can like run away, throw stuff all day, and have a pretty good time. But yeah, as soon as you pick a character that's faster, and if you start moving like well and don't run into Link's like dumb stuff, you should just destroy Link. So yeah, speed definitely big weakness. That kind of ties into the like out of shield game, because as soon as there's a fast character that can get in on Link consistently, like you're boned. You can't do anything pretty much. So yeah, I think that's what I would say. Strength, you can set up disjoints pretty well. Yeah, cons or weaknesses, then yeah, speed is definitely the big one, I would say.
Because he's not the fastest character, but he has, in my opinion, enough speed.
Yeah, he's definitely not like super slow. Like I think Melee Link is pretty gross, but yeah, PM Link. Yeah, he's like wearing his iron boots all the time. He's just moving in syrup or something. But yeah, PM Link definitely not like horribly slow, because everyone in PM is like pretty decent. But yeah, compared to like some of the other characters in the cast, the speed really starts to weigh you down. Yeah, so like characters like Fox and Sheik and Falcon, they're all like kind of at that threshold where you can like outspeed Link, move around, and then wait for Link to like throw something out, and then get in like really close on Link. And then in that situation, like Link has lost the neutral at that point, like big time. If the other character's in, then Link kind of has to just like stay in shield and look for a time to roll out, basically. Oh, nice. But yeah, everything kind of leads from that. If you're like losing a speed game to another character as Link, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. Your only hope is to like read their movement a bunch of times in a row, but obviously like that's pretty hard. So yeah, speed's a big weakness.
I was just about to ask, like, yeah, how does Link really deal with spacies? Because like I don't think you have a chain grab on them.
Yeah, it's
So
spacies
like
are pretty difficult.
You have to make a bunch of these
especially.
like, all the time.
Yeah, spacies, characters like, yeah, Fox and Falcon especially. Any character with like a really good dash dance, yes, like Fox, Marth, Falcon, all of those, Link really just has to go for movement reads. Because what you can do if you're like Falcon, for example, is you just do like max length dash dances on one side of the stage, because at any point you could go in for like an overshoot in air. So every time Falcon is like dash dancing like that, as Link, you just have to like try to read exactly when he's gonna come in and throw out like an up tilt. And if you time it wrong, like you're fucked, because then Falcon or whoever fast character can just run in and grab you, and then you should die if they're good. But yeah, you're pretty much right. You just have to go for the movement reads like time and time again. Otherwise you just lose. Because that's pretty much Link's game plan, or at least in my opinion. If it's a fast character, you have to go for the movement read, and then the whole matchup just goes on from there. You can either you have a handle on how they're gonna move and when they're gonna come in, and like react accordingly. Wow.
Right?
or you don't. They bait you out and you die. So yeah, it's all reads, I think, in those fast matchups.
Yeah, and like you definitely have the tools to at the very least like control the spacing, you know what I mean, and like limit their options so you could what's what I'm looking for? Condition them to do a certain thing when you want them to do it. I would say probably Boomerang's your best tool. See, that's a good example of like my controller not doing what I wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Full hop nair.
Yeah, you're definitely spot on with that. Yeah, Boomerang's an interesting one because it's like got a little bit of a startup. So if you're a fast character, and you have good reactions, you can actually like, or kind of like feel that Link's about to throw a boomerang, run in, shield the boomerang, and then like grab or something. Yeah, so one of the objectives if you're playing as Link against a fast character is try to read when you'll have time to do the boomerang. Because if you can set up the situation where you throw a boomerang and they shield consistently, then you can start to get a handle on what they're going to do out of shielding boomerang specifically, or out of like, or how do they react to boomerang? That's kind of a big thing for Link's game plan against fast characters. So if you can set up the boomerang, then that's great. But the only problem is, yeah, if there's a fast character that knows what they're doing, they can kind of, they can stick in like the range where, if you try to throw a boomerang, they're close enough to just like hit you out of it, or like run in, shield the boomerang, and then punish you. So you need like quite a lot of space to safely throw the boomerang, and yeah, getting that space can be very tricky against a faster character.
So something you said before about like throwing out a boomerang to see how they react to it. That's very much so how I feel about pills, where it's like, especially like at the beginning of a match when I'm playing a new like person, I throw out a pill just to see how you react to it. You know, like okay, you power shield these. Okay, you're real good. Or like, oh, you just ate 3 of them in a row. I guess this is working.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
I guess I can stop at Yomi Layer 1.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I think about boomerang as well. Yeah, the only hard part is like the good players will like know that's what you're doing, and so deliberately like mix it up. Because again, like here's another reason or another place where Link's speed kind of like gets him down, because you can like throw a boomerang, get them to shield the boomerang, and then read that they're going to wave dash back out of shield, which is like a pretty common thing. But even if you know that's exactly what they're going to do, Link isn't fast enough to just like run in and like punish it. Like if you were a fast character, for example, you actually have to like kind of make a small read on their timing, or the option that you've already read, if that makes sense. So, like if I know you're gonna wave dash out, for one, there's only two ways I can like physically get there in time to punish you, and that's like throw out a Dacus or go for a Zair. So I have to be pretty confident for me to go for those, because if you throw out one of those options and you're wrong and they don't wave dash out of shield, then like you're fucked. You're in their face, you missed completely, and you have a ton of lag on you. So yeah, it's like a two-layer thing with Link. You have to read their option out of like the situation you've set up with boomerang or projectile, for example, and then make sure you like are very confident that you've read them correctly, because Link only has so many options to cover those, and they're all like pretty risky. But yeah, in essence, I think they're very similar to like other projectiles like Mario Pill. You just gotta see how the enemy reacts and kind of get a handle on the movement that way.
I remember the last time I was playing against you, I had this thought to myself, and like not like super hard, not like, you know, not to be taken literally, as I should say, but like it was starting to feel like I was playing against Mario with a sword.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you had like down throw confirms and shit, and like you said before, Link is very well rounded, so it was like damn, and he has down throw confirms. That's crazy.
Yeah, the game plan's pretty similar to Link and Mario, I'd say, because you've got like a main projectile to kind of space people out, and then you really want to get those grabs to get the big damage, and then yeah, the down throw confirms are super similar.
Chill.
Are you dead? You have a jump? Damn it. No! Grab armor Y.
Hey, it could be worse. Could be grab invincibility. Shouts out to Melee.
Yeah, oh shit. I missed my bomb for that. Dang.
Let's see what else I got. Let's see what other hot questions I got for you. Oh, how do you feel about this matchup? I know we've talked about this a little bit. How do you feel about this matchup?
Oh, Mario Link?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall it's okay. It's just very methodical, I'd say. Because like the Mario's throwing out pills to see what Link does in response. And the Link really wants to be throwing out the boomerang to see what Mario does in response. But if the Mario's like throwing out a bunch of pills, it can be really hard to get the boomerang out.
Yeah.
Plus, if the boomerang like hits a pill, it's gonna like just come back to Link and not create the scenario you want. So the reason I say it's overall okay is because even though boomerang isn't super hot, you can use the sword and Link's like legs to get in against pills that way.
Yeah.
You can kick through the pills and aerials will go through the pills. You can also hook shot through the pills, although that doesn't really work out all the time because the good Marios will usually be like in the air when they throw the pill. So the hook shot probably isn't going to work out. But
I still think hook
yeah,
shot
I think
is a good option because like especially in like the situation we were in like with the first game where you like hook shot and like baited backwards, and then like you hook shot baited backwards and then you covered like both the pills that I had out. And it was like, damn.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Getting rid of the pills.
You just deleted them from
existence. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hook shot's really nice. It goes through a ton of stuff. But yeah, I think I'm not sure who would win the neutral. I think overall, like it's pretty even in most aspects.
I think the punch game is
Link's edge is they both mess each other up. Link's got like the disjoints to try and keep Mario out. But then if Mario does get in, I think Mario should win the scrap game because he's got like, well, if you're in close against Link, then like yeah, pretty big advantage. And Mario's like a decent grappler, I'd say, because you can go for a grab and like some jab stuff, and then get a lot of damage that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I think it's even. It just depends on like if Link can use his disjoints well, then Link would do fine. But if you can't, and then you get kind of stuffed by the pills, then like you're screwed. So yeah. So far in my experience, I think it's pretty even.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty even. Sometimes like it feels like it might be slightly Mario favored. Like, and when I mean by slightly, I mean like 55-45, whatever those weird ratios that people like to give sometimes. But like, whenever I catch myself thinking that, I'm like, it's probably even in my opinion. Like, you know, it's probably even.
Yeah, yeah, I could see it slight advantage for one side, but in any case, it wouldn't be like a big one-sided matchup.
Yeah. Like I think what really
definitely close.
I think what really keeps you in the game is I hate these stage please give me that. I think what really keeps you in the game is like you said before, like your nair for one. The fact how you use your second shield, in my opinion.
Yeah, the second shield definitely is good to go for. It's just like kind of tricky with the trajectory that feels like bounce at. It's like with normal projectiles that fly like horizontally, Link can just kind of like crouch right there and then shield will block it. Yeah, with the pills, you gotta like read where they're, or like just move precisely to where they're gonna bounce. And if you can do that, like blocking it with the physical shield instead of the normal shield is great because you can just like do more options out of it. So yeah, the physical shield is good in this matchup, but it's just a little tricky because the pills kind of bounce weird.
Yeah, but that your nair, your bombs. I think your bombs are really
bombs
good.
are pretty good. Yeah, nair's pretty huge in this matchup. I think that the main way Link would want to go in, like through the pills, because you can kick through the pill like and hit Mario. They're also pretty good, or the nair is pretty good for like edge guarding Mario as well. Yeah, if you get like a read on Mario, you can kind of go out there and kick him, and it might kill if you're lucky, or the Mario will like mix up recovery options and stuff like that, and you have to do it again. But yeah, nair is huge for keeping Link like competitive in this matchup, I think.
Okay.
Dang it.
One thing I love about playing against your Link, you're never standing still. Or at least you're creating a good wall. Like you're always trying to keep a wall and force me to come into you, but at the same time, you're never standing still. And sometimes I find that Links get a little too complacent and like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and throw boomerang. No.
Oh yeah.
You're always trying to mix it up. Wow, that hit me.
Yeah, I think standing still definitely can work as Link, but in a matchup like this, I feel like standing still really isn't gonna help you out. But yeah, it's definitely a strategy. You can like definitely play more stationary as Link. Yeah, it just really depends on the matchup, I think. For this one, I feel like Link really has to keep moving or else you're gonna eat a ton of pills and then die.
Yeah. Oh, chill.
But yeah, if I were playing like a Peach, for example, then Link can definitely like run to the other end of the stage and have time to throw like a bunch of shit before Peach can catch up. So a matchup like that, I would definitely be a little bit more stationary, but for something like this, I feel like Link really like has to keep moving. Oh, nice movement.
So I feel like Mario should always be moving around, period. Like, he is a more grounded character. Sometimes my problem is that I'm trying to play a grounded character in the air.
Oh, whoops. You mean like you're in the air too much, or?
Yeah, like I'm in the air too much.
Yeah, I could see that. Mario's ground game is pretty good.
Like that's where you know, like I can't jab down smash you in the air, you know. Oh.
Yeah, I can't go for like the grab combos and stuff.
Oof.
Are you dead? Yes,
Yeah.
nice.
Small stage. Small stage.
Nah, this
small.
stage, yeah.
Um, what do you? How do you feel like your matchup spread like typically looks like?
For Link, I feel like it's pretty clear. If it's a melee top tier, you're fucked. And if it's not, then you're good. I feel like that's pretty much how it goes as Link.
What
It's
about
like, there was like a community matchup chart a long time ago, and if you like average all the matchup stuff for Link for all the characters, it's actually really good because Link can do really well against like the shitty slow characters. But there's just like a couple matchups, like Falcon and Cheek, where Link just gets destroyed. So like overall, it's like really not bad, but there's just like a couple characters where you're really screwed if they know what they're doing. So yeah, like Spaceys, Falcon, Cheek are the big ones.
what about Mewtwo?
Oh dang. But yeah, it's definitely doable to like solo main Link. There was a period where I was trying to like make my Falco a little better, just to deal with like those melee matchups specifically. Then I figured like may as well just try and get the Link a little better.
Yeah, like what if I just played better? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What if I were not shit? Then this would be fine. But yeah, there's really like 3 matchups that I think are really hard, or like 3 or 4. And beyond that, like, Link doesn't really have a big problem with anyone. Yeah, Fox Falco, Geek Falcon are the ones where you want to cry a little bit. Oh shit. But beyond that, like, yeah, it's pretty chill being a Link main, I think.
So I'm a dual main. I play both Mario and Ness. Not because they cover each other or anything. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Dang.
Not because they.
Yeah,
cover.
I wanted to ask about that. Are you like more Mario main, Ness secondary, or like dual main? Oh shit, I'm
See,
dead.
I take offense to that question. I am a dual main. I mean both. Not joking. I'm joking. No, do I mean one more than the other? No, the answer is no. I kind of play both. Depending on certain characters, I will want to play one. Like for instance, I don't want to play Ness in this matchup. It just doesn't feel like a smart decision. That being said, I still try. Like it's more so based on how the opponent plays. And sometimes Spacey. Sometimes I just auto default to Ness or Spacey because like the mix-up game of it. Ugh.
For you mean like grab mix-ups or like throw combos and stuff?
No magnet. Like that thing I was doing there, like magnet dashing.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Ness magnet stuff is pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd rather play a Ness or a Mario as Link.
I feel like you.
I've been playing against Nesses a lot more these days, but I think it's like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It's probably like close to even.
I definitely feel like Link wins the matchup. I just have to work so damn hard to get in. Like you're slower than
yeah,
me. So there's that. Oh damn! Wow, crap. But it's stuff like
yeah,
that.
you definitely
like,
have to work to get in. Yeah, I think one big thing in Ness's favor is like this grab stuff. Or I guess that's just like a Ness thing in general, and it's also like an anti-Link thing in general, I guess. But yeah, if Ness gets in close on Link, then Link gets blown up. But yeah, Link's also really good at keeping Ness out. No. It also doesn't help that I need to work on my SDI.
Oh yeah, if you can't SDI, Ness will mess you up.
Yeah. I'm dead. Damn.
But that being said, lately my Ness like has been feeling a little better, mainly because I've been practicing him more, and I'm trying to get out of that mindset because I have my Mario here for a reason. I didn't play Mario and Ness to like cover each other. It's just these were the two characters I liked playing as a kid, and I really enjoyed that PM allowed me to play the characters I liked playing as a kid and not be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah, I really like that about PM. You can always do like okay with anyone.
Also, I like pressing buttons.
Man, go so far.
Chill. Go.
But yeah, Link also has a super free down throw downer on Ness, so that's one big thing.
There's something that you did that I really liked there before you got the kill. I really expected you to just like up B out of shield, like based on like fear, kind of.
Oh
but, like,
yeah.
But like the pressure to do something because you think I'm gonna press a button. I really like that you didn't do that. That you just straight up like you dashed away from me. You know, see what if I was gonna stay in shield and grab me, turned around and grabbed. That was real smart.
Thanks. Yeah, doing up B out of shield
Okay,
is pretty risky in my opinion. Like it's great as a get off me option, although for one, if they're low percent, you can get the up B to hit them, but they'll just like come back and hit you before you're done spinning. And the other thing is it steals like your bomb recovery. So like on a stage like Fountain, the up B bomb recovery is really gonna be the one you want to use because Fountain goes like super low, so you can kind of like up B, hit the bomb, and, like protect the wall and stuff. So yeah, one downside is if you let the up B rip, you're like resigning yourself to not having that recovery option later. It's still a good thing to do like the up B out of shield, but yeah, it's definitely can't just throw it out all the time.
Wow, nice.
No. Oh, nice. I deserve that one.
It's all good.
Oh, okay. I totally didn't try to do anything right there. Oh, nice.
Let's see what else we got for you. Also, man, thanks for taking the time out of your day. I know you're a grad student, you're hella busy, so I appreciate you taking some time.
Yeah,
out of your
no
day.
problem.
You know, you're trying to make like evil robots and shit. Like I feel you, dude. Like you took a little break.
Yeah, no, yeah, thanks for having me. It's good that I don't spend all my time doing homework, I think. But yeah, this has been a really nice like break.
Yeah, dude. Again, I really want to like make like content and like I wanted to like start asking some of the people I run into on NetPlay because some of them are like really good, but like you know they just
Yeah, there's some hidden net play monsters out there.
yeah. Like I'm not sure about like how it was on the West Coast, and that will like yeah, that actually will bring me to my next question later. But like because I was on the East Coast, I got to play like a lot of people that were like from down south and like Midwest that were like really good. Like to name a few names, I would run into Tombo fairly often.
Oh yeah.
I would run into I'm not sure if you ever heard of him, Copycat.
Is that the Pikachu?
Yeah, I would run into him like often. He was like my practice buddy. Bob Vance,
Oh, nice.
this Bowser extraordinaire, fucking piece of shit. Like, dude, he just up smashes into up smash and it works. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
dude.
Bowser stuff is wild.
Like, a couple of the names are escaping me right now, and like, within their region, they're like usually like pretty good. So I wanted to do this show to also interview other players that weren't just my net play, you know, regulars, but like interview and like get character breakdowns for other people. Well, that brings me to my next question. The West Coast, What would you say is like one of the main difference between like West Coast players and East Coast players that you've noticed? There are definitely like regional styles. I've noticed that even like within like the East Coast, like from Connecticut to Mass or Mass to
Yeah.
MDVA or New York. What are some like? What's the biggest difference you've noticed between like the SoCal play style and NorCal play style that you're used to, and the players over here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I guess this is a little bit cliche, but I think definitely I could get away with just kind of running in a little bit more on the West Coast. Yeah, I feel like since I came here, I've had to play a lot more methodically. Like the thing we were talking about with the, like you throw out a projectile, if it's a pillar boomerang or whatever, like wait for them to like see what they do in response. Like I didn't really think about that like all the time. On the West Coast, I could just kind of like run in and like throw out moves and, you know, like move fast and do my thing, hope it works out. But yeah, I feel like the East Coast players are a little bit more patient in that sense, where like if I just rush in, like you're done. Yeah, I feel like I've really had to start just like analyzing their play a little bit more.
Dog.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a big one that I've experienced. Oh, you're living, damn. No.
Shit killed me.
But I know.
I'm sorry. Continue. We were just memeing in a
Yeah.
minute.
Besides that, yeah, I think overall that's the big one. Although my perception's a little bit biased, I think, because in like Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania, I get to play like a ton of different like top players from kind of like a bunch of neighboring regions. So that includes like Midwest people and also like East Coast people. So I think the number of top players that I've gotten to play recently has definitely like increased, and that's kind of like probably driven a little bit more of my perception that if I run in, I'm going to die. But yeah, overall, yeah, I think a little bit more methodical and patient is what I've experienced with like East Coast versus West Coast play.
Okay. All right. I haven't
But
had
yeah,
the,
of course it doesn't apply to everyone. You've got like speed demons over here too. But
Yeah.
overall, yeah.
I haven't had the pleasure. Oh wow, you're trying to
Oh
set me
man.
up. I hadn't had the pleasure of playing a lot of West Coast people. In fact, this year I wanted to. This year I wanted to travel.
Oh, yeah.
Went well.
Yeah, definitely interesting. See how people play on different sides of the country.
Oof. Wow, that was beautiful. You just avoided everything I threw at you.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, I feel like there are actually a ton of Nesses around here. Maybe that's just on NetPlay, but I feel like I've played like 6 or 7 distinct Nesses so far.
Yeah, this is definitely that. Especially New England is a land of Nesses because there was me and Kumatora, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple other PK kids in between there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Chill, please, sir. This is a friendly.
Dang. Have you played any West Coast players like besides me in the past?
The only player I played Venom and I played Teals, and I lost it was Olympus. I lost to Venom narrowly.
Oh, okay.
It's just actually funny. Like it went to like last game, and it was like Damien
yeah.
stock last hit, and I wanted to like. I knew I wasn't a better player than him, right? I knew like I needed to like.
Venom's crazy.
Yeah, like I knew like I was keeping it close, but I knew like for the most part I wasn't a better player. So I wanted to like tilt him for the last stock. So I tried to.
I respect it.
I tried to taunt cancel Mario's up taunt, where he grows big, but I fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just end up doing like, you know, the grow big thing, and then while he's coming back to stage, he got the chance to just like, you know, get a free Falcon combo on me, and I was real upset. And
Yeah,
I
and those
played
hurt.
Tears, and I remember like he played Meta Knight, and then the Meta Knight didn't really do so hot. But this is a long time ago. Let me just also say, long time ago. I haven't played the man in a while. This is Olympus, but I played him a long time ago, and he tried to go Meta Knight against me, and it didn't really work out. I think it was a 2-stock. I think. And then he decided to go
Teals
Ness.
did?
No, I 2-stock Teals. And
Oh, nice.
and then he tried to go Wolf, and that was really not the right choice. I remember that. And I remember him going, because I was Mario, so like, I think he thought, oh, if I had a laser or a projectile, I'll do fine. And it's like, nah, dude.
Like, in theory, yes, but actually, no.
And I remember like the first match enough to think that like, I had it was like, you know what, sometimes like a 2-0 doesn't tell the story of the match. Like, it could have actually been close.
Yeah.
But like, I just happened to 2-0 you. Like, it felt similar to that, where it's like, yeah, I 2-stocked you. That's because like the last stop you made a silly mistake. But like, other than that, neutral was tight. It was still a close match. And then he decided to go Wolf, and that was not a very good decision.
Dang. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes behind those like two numbers.
Yeah, like, we used to say that all the time, and like, or Kais at least used to say that to me all the time, where it's like, I'll get like 3-0s by the man, and I'd like feel like crap. And he was like,
oh yeah, like
you did
close
really
to
good today. And I was like, what are you talking about? You 3-0'd me. And like, dude, those numbers do not tell the story of what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's kind of a meme in like the Smash community with like close 2-0, close 3-0, but I feel like it's definitely like true, to, like a large extent.
Yeah, like, you just didn't edge out the game, but it was still closer. It still showed something in you, you know?
Yeah, maybe the other guy just did a little bit better under pressure or something.
And which is another big thing, like, pressure matters a lot. Like,
Yeah.
okay, alright.
Okay, I was like, is that gonna hit me? Oh, okay, there it is. But yeah, mental game's huge, I think, in Smash especially. And like fighting games.
Yeah, just fighting games. Oh, do you play any other fighting games?
I've never played any others in tournament.
Okay.
I like other fighting games though.
That's cool.
I played DBZ for a little bit. Yeah, tons of fun. DBZ, Mortal Kombat.
It's degenerate as hell, but
yeah.
God, isn't it fun?
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, I wonder what you'd like to play that in tournament. But yeah, so far I've stuck to Smash.
So I
You play other fighting games in
like,
tournaments?
I probably would have ended up being like a Street Fighter 4 player if my friend did not tell me that Smash tournaments existed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Street Fighter's a lot of fun.
I kind of grew up playing Street Fighter and stuff, and then like when I went to college, like I had a group of friends that were a bit more competitive about it, and not like they went to tournaments or anything, at least not yet, but it was more so like more competitive competition. Like they actually like knew frame data.
Yeah, I feel like that frame stuff in like other fighting games is way more important to know than in Smash, because like the whole like blocking and like chip damage mumbo jumbo stuff feels a lot more important than in Smash, where it's like, oh, you just need to like dash dance better and like you'll be fine.
Yeah, because this is a sandbox fighter, so like you kind of just like make your combos up as you go along.
Yeah, and then like you have to actually know the strings and stuff for other games.
That's not to say there aren't bread and butters in this game as well. It's just different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one day where my hands just can't handle Smash anymore, and I'll probably like buy like a fight stick or whatever and play Street Fighter or something.
Oh, you can get a box.
Yeah. Oh, for Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wondered about switching one time, but I feel like I've been playing on a controller so long, I don't want to like relearn stuff.
Me neither. It's like it's healthier for your hands. Fuck my hands.
We made it this far. Go all the way.
I'm actually lucky. I don't really get hand cramps. Like even like playing a character like Ness, it doesn't cramp my hands. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty lucky in that regard. So what was your journey like?
Yeah, I can't say I have any issues playing Link. What's that?
What was your journey like getting good in SoCal? Like, because when you look at the SoCal PR, first of all, usually it's a 20-man PR, so it's like, damn, you have a huge region. Like, you know? So, did you, like, who's, like, one of the first notable people that you beat? Like, how long did it take you to beat some of your demons? Because you made it all the way up to 3rd, so there must have been a demon or two you finally overcame.
Yeah, it definitely took a long time. Although, one thing that did help is, like, a lot of the monsters on the old SoCal PRs, like, weren't really going to tournaments when I was, like, super active. So, that definitely made things a little easier. But, yeah, I think overall, basically it took 4 years, I'd say, before I started, like, winning things, or, like, getting close to winning things.
Yeah.
Because I started going to a lot more tournaments first year of undergrad, and then by 4th year, it was no longer, like, are you going to go, like, 0-2 or 1-2? Now it's like, are you going to make it to, like, I don't know, top 3 or, like, grands or whatever. But yeah, it was kind of, like, broken up into stages for me. So the first era was, like, my first 2 years going to tournaments, where it was, like, all playing the San Diego people. And that was super chill. And, like, back then, my biggest demon was definitely Justin, or, like, Jostin. He's, like, a Lucas player.
What's his tag?
Yeah, we would go back and forth. Yeah, Jostin, it's, like, the name Justin, but replace the JU with, like, Jaw.
Okay.
And then, like, add a couple N's at the end.
Okay.
But yeah, he's this Lucas player. We would go back and forth for a while. Oh, shit. And then he started playing, like, Sheik, and I would just get demolished for a while. So yeah, darkest age of my tournament going days was definitely those first 2 years where I only played San Diego people, and I would lose to Justin's Sheik every week. So yeah, that was not a whole lot of fun. It took, like, another year after that before I could, like, go even with Justin Sheik with Link. Cause yeah, if you were there those days, it was not looking good for your boy. I was getting 3-stock, 4-stock, like, back-to-back times per week. It's not good. But yeah, like, a year after that, actually, yeah, so first 2 years were, like, San Diego stuff, playing San Diego locals. I think the first thing I won was the San Diego, or one of the San Diego Arcadians.
Nice.
I think that was after the first year. But yeah, first thing I won was that Arcadian. And then after that, I started playing some of the, like, Central California guys a little bit more. Through, like, partly through netplay and partly through, like, the new, like, tournament series that they started doing up there. So yeah, instead of, like, just going to the San Diego local every week, I would carpool with the San Diego guys up to, like, Santa Ana or, like, Central California and get to play a lot of those people. Yeah, so that was definitely a big step in my progression, I think. Because I got to play, like, most of the, like, notable SoCal names, like Peels and, you know, like, Nezergy, Venom, those guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was, like, second stage in my, like, tournament career or whatever.
It doesn't feel so
yeah,
weird
that was
career.
yeah, I know, because
My Smash career.
I think of, like, a man in a suit when I say career, but then it's like a guy in a hoodie with a controller.
There's a guy in a hoodie with a controller.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. Got to play a lot of people I didn't play before. And then, honestly, I think I improved the most over, like, the summer after second year of undergrad, where all I did was, like, net play most of the day, every day. Yeah, there's definitely, like, a big net play level up one of those summers.
You know,
Um,
for as much shit as like people talk about net play, I think a lot of people at the end of the day can credit their growth as a player to net play. Like I'm one of those players. I can credit a lot of my growth to net play and being able to play different people with different styles in different regions.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, even though there's obviously going to be more lag than a CRT, I feel like net play is really good for like training your like neutral game, things like that.
Yeah.
Because if you're like a bad decision on a CRT is the same as a bad decision on net play, so you can really like grind those out. Yeah, I thought that was super helpful.
So, like your neutral
But yeah,
choices,
combo
like
of net play and tourney for 4 years, pretty much.
yikes. Like see, even in a CRT, that was a bad decision.
Yeah, net play is really like neutral game mindset training grounds, I think.
Because like you can't do any reaction
I missed.
stuff, and I know a lot of players rely on that.
Yeah, the reaction stuff is really hard. Yeah, the reaction stuff is definitely one of the hardest things to do on net play. Fortunately with Link, it's like not really a big deal. But yeah, I could see if you were playing like, or if you were like a Sheik main or something, then that would really hurt. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get rollback for P plus someday, and you can tech chase properly.
Oh, I hope so. I would love to play some more West Coast people.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I messed that up.
Question, then you started hitting me. Well, guys, if you have any more questions, if you think of a question that like I obviously can't think of, let me know.
No, all right.
I'm always glancing at my second monitor to make sure that nothing forgets.
Dude, yeah, second monitors are huge.
Tough.
I think it was the best investment I made like this year. Because before I was like just using my laptop for like everything, and then I was thinking like I'm gonna be in this room for like the next year basically. I'm gonna get a second monitor, and like best decision I've made so far, I think.
I really have to hit these buttons if I want anything to happen.
Oh yeah, how's the like new controller holding up?
It's okay. It's alright. It works. Cause I went through this series of like ordering like controllers off eBay and they just didn't work. Oh god. Yeah, like I went through this series of like ordering netplay, ordering controllers, and then through eBay and they came here and they were just freaking garbage, just like straight doo-doo water.
Dang. You know, that actually reminds me, while I was going to like the San Diego tournaments and stuff, the bookstore on my campus actually sold GameCube controllers, but they weren't like the good ones. They were the really shit, like third-party, really like weird plasticky controllers, if you know what I'm talking about, that like break after a week. So there was a period where I was like using those regularly, and it was not good.
Oh no.
Oh, are you dead? Oh, I'm dead.
Hey.
Dang it.
Ask you some SoCal question. There's another SoCal question. I swear there's another one.
Mario.
Well, one thing that you said before that I could relate to, like having a Sheik problem. There is a player in my region by the name of Light, and for years he would just clap me up until like I just learned how to deal with like not just like learned how to deal with him, but I also had to learn how to deal with Sheik because Mario's just worse Sheik. Stubby arms.
Yeah, I definitely know the feel. Yeah, there was a period where I was labbing out all the Sheik percents and like follow-ups, because I was just getting my ass beat by Sheik every week. But dude, yeah, Sheik's like a tyrant, just dicking on these low tiers or mid tiers or whatever.
Right? Doesn't matter what game it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't have a jump? Wow, fuck me, I guess.
It's not. Ah, dang it.
Dude, our games are really fun. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah, they're pretty close too. Usually, if I'm not getting 4 stocks.
I'm not kidding. If it's not a 4 stop, it's pretty close.
One or the other.
Hey, Mango and Leffen and the other gods force stock each other all the time.
Exactly.
Oof. Yeah, I tried to wave dash into you, and I just wave dashed right into your hook. What's the community culture like over there? That's
The community culture.
yeah, like
It's pretty chill. Yeah, I wish like, yeah, I really wanted to go to like in-person tournaments over here and to like meet all the East Coast homies and see what it's like. So yeah, maybe I can give a better comparison after that. But in SoCal, itself, it's very chill. Yeah, half the time if you're at a tournament, you're not even playing. You're just like talking to the homies about like random shit.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, SoCal tournaments were a lot of fun. Even though it took like 2 hours to drive to like the Central California ones, the whole time you're just like in the car with your 4 friends talking about just random mumbo jumbo. So yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, hopefully I get to go to some East Coast tournaments in person sometime.
I was I'm surprised I didn't hit me. I've noticed like with
Yeah, the get up attack is weird.
with certain regions, it's like I'm not gonna name like too many names of like at least which region it was, but I've gone to some regions where it's like no one gave a shit to even have a normal conversation, and I've gone to other regions where it's
Oh,
like
interesting.
where it's like wow, the moment you walk through the door, even the top player in the room is like looking to have a conversation with you. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And every region can be a little different. You know, some regions are a little more standoffish, at least when it comes to like the PR players, they can be standoff. Like one thing I really liked about Connecticut and like CT, Kais is our best player, right? I'm sure you're familiar with him. So Kais is our best player, and you know when like there's a local and there's a new guy there, and they're reluctant to talk to someone because we're all shy nerds. If we're playing Smash competitively, we're a bunch of weird nerds, right? Like,
Yep. At the end of the day.
so like, there's that kid that's in the corner playing a level 9 CPU.
Oh yeah.
Like that archetype of kid, like person, right? Kais always makes it a point to go over there and talk to him every single time without fail. Like if he's sitting there by himself, he's like,
yeah, it's always really nice when you do that.
He'll kind of be like, "What the fuck?" and then like go over there, talk to him, see how he's doing. If he wants pointers, he'll give him some. He won't just throw them at him, Or if he does it in such a warm way that it's like you don't even mind. And it's like, I just wish like a lot of other players had that mentality because it's like, or had a similar mentality because like with some of these people that come to these tournaments and they're new, like they've probably been watching VODs of you at these locals for like so long, right? So like in a weird way they're a fan. Like you could just like sit there and like talk to them and you'll probably make their day. You'll make their whole tournament experience by something that simple, and like they'll come back. like they will come back, even if they're just a pop filler. Even if you want to think of it selfishly, like, oh well, I shouldn't have to talk to anyone or whatever have you. Like, well, dude, that person's gonna come back. Fuck, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're totally right. The top players like can really set the mood for like the community. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because before I went to San Diego, like I was also watching those like VODs that the balcony would like put out back in the day where they would stream like all their like locals and everyone was kind of watching those. So like yeah, it's definitely a strange feeling to like know who these guys are, know what they look like, and like know their tags and all that.
Yeah.
And then like you see them in real life, and yeah, it's definitely like the new person isn't gonna go up to a top player and like start talking to them on their own. But yeah, if the top player like talks to them, then like they probably feel great and they're gonna remember that definitely.
Yeah, and that will stick with them, you know. Like even if like maybe this game isn't for them after some time, right? But like they'll leave here with some fond memories, and at the very least, like they're more likely to come back. Like even if you wanted to be like, super like selfish and like pragmatic about it in a way, right? Where it's like, well, I'm only here for this money. Well, dude, first of all, it's PM. Let's start there.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, bro, you missed the money train. But also, it's like, if you want to think of it like that, you want to be nice to these people because then they'll come back and keep filling the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you're totally selfish, yeah. In all cases, you're incentivized to like keep people coming. But yeah, one thing the SoCal guys like to say is you don't go to PM for the PM, you go for the homies. And yeah, I think that's probably true for like a ton of these regions. Like what keeps people around is like they know all these like guys and they're all friends. And you know, not everyone is just like, oh, I'm gonna grind until I'm the best and that's it. Like most people are just there to like kind of hang out with their friends every week.
Yeah, and like especially in CT it became that way. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that the Connecticut scene is like really friendly.
Dude, they're honestly the most friendly scene I've ever seen in my life. I'm so proud to be a member of that like scene, even though I moved back to New York. Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Like I'm so proud to be a member of that scene. Shouts out to Anthony, shouts out to CT, shouts out to Kites, Flip, the homie court.
Yeah, I'm sad to like hear that some scenes aren't like that, and it's all like kind of all business and serious.
It could be clicky.
Cause yeah, in my mind, like
if
PM is just community.
I'm sorry, I was interrupting you. Please continue.
Oh no worries. I was just gonna say like yeah, in my mind, I always associate PM with like hanging out with your friends and like the whole community being very friendly. But yeah, it kind of sucks that not all communities are like that. Oh my god.
Like, I've been to like some communities. It kind of feels like if you're not a good player, people won't even give you the time of day. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely feel that, which kind of stinks. But yeah, I think might be how the fighting games kind of go. Because like if you can show up to like a new region, and like if you're good and you show up to a new region, then like it's a lot easier to like make friends with people, which is kind of sad, but I feel like yeah, it's how it is. But yeah, if you move to a new region, like you're not that good at the game, then I don't know. It feels like it'd be a lot harder to kind of make friends with all the new people.
Unfortunately. Wow, that was a really cute little.
Oh, am I dead?
Almost.
And I mean, like, I think I'm guilty of this myself as well, because I was fortunate enough that some of the like Midwest, East Coast people like could recognize my tag, so that makes it like a lot easier for me to like hop into the Pittsburgh PM server and say like, oh hey guys, what's up? Versus if I like never did well ever in Smash, then I'd have to like go into the Discord like full of new people and be like, oh hi guys, I'm new, and no one will care.
Hi guys,
So,
I'm new.
yeah.
Who do you mean? Link.
Yeah, right away. big negative. Like, oh, another campy O2 player. Like, well, not gonna be friends with him. And yeah, it's kind of sad that's the case, but I don't really know how we would change that.
But like, yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I kind of wish like people. Fuck. Okay. Thought I was gonna grab ledge, but whatever. Whoa. Can I have a second?
Yeah.
What is going on? Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I noticed there were a couple times where like you could have grabbed me, but then he did like full hop nair, and I figured, yeah, the controller's probably doing some stuff.
Just not broken in yet. I think it's slowly, like as these games are going on, I'm starting to become more accustomed to it. I even got some ledge dashes in, which are like a pain in my existence last night. All of a sudden, I couldn't ledge dash. I was 2 years old again.
Yeah, you never realize like how useful ledge dashing is until you can no longer do it. Like, what else are you gonna do? Like, roll on?
Alright, you're scary.
Oh, dang it.
It's good to hear that the SoCal community is relatively welcoming overall. A couple people that stuck out to me.
Oh yeah, they're super nice.
So in that region, one person that stuck out to me from that region was Aeon.
Oh yeah.
He seemed like
he's a homie for sure.
Sosa seems very approachable. I'm kind of on the shower side myself, just like generally speaking, and like it's only like I feel like only CT got to see this more extroverted side of me. But like, I'm definitely a bit of a wallflower and a people watcher. So, Sosa's always seemed to be like a good approachable person, and like a couple of my friends like interact with him. So like I've seen the man interact, but I was just too shy to be like, "Hi, I think you're cool."
Yeah, especially when he was like #1 for a while. But yeah, Sosa's super nice. Yeah, I remember one time, there was like a tournament at UCLA, and that was the first time I saw Sosa. And like, yeah, he'll just start talking to you, even if you don't know him. But yeah, he's super nice.
That's so cool. Oh, that reminds me. You have any cool, funny stories from your region?
I know. Well, yeah. Oh, I don't know the Central California stories that well, but for San Diego, the one we always talk about is remember that guy Justin I was telling you about, who he kind of plays Lucas, but then picked Sheik and just destroyed me every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is also really popular in San Diego, just for context.
Like outside of Smash,
yeah, I don't know.
You just know him.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys in the Connecticut scene, but after every local in San Diego, we would all go out for fast food or McDonald's or something.
Oh yeah, we used to go to Denny's at the end of every local.
Yeah. I thought those were a lot of fun. But basically, no matter which place we went to, In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A or whatever, Justin would know one of the people working there. One of us would order a burger or whatever, and then Justin would go up to the counter and he was like, "Oh, hey John, what's up?" He would always know someone. And yeah, I'm convinced he knows everyone in San Diego. But yeah, so for context, Justin knows everyone. And then there's this one time where after the local, we all went to Chick-fil-A. And so for one, this is one of the rare times where Justin didn't know the cashier already.
Oh my god.
And this is also the one time I've ever seen a cashier ask about Smash. Because Justin was ordering his chicken burger or whatever, and he was holding his controller. And the cashier, who is female, by the way.
I was about to say, did she think he was hot or something?
Yeah. Basically, she saw the control and he was like, "Oh hey," or she was like, "Were you guys at a Smash tournament or something?" And Justin's like, "Oh yeah." And yeah, she was basically super interested. She was like asking him all these questions, like, "Oh, where do you hold tournaments? And like, when are they?" and stuff like that. Yeah, that was interesting. Then later, when we were eating our food, she like kept coming by the table and like asking if we need like extra stuff. And then, like the third or fourth time she came by the table, she just no fear, straight up asked for Justin's number in front of
Oh
everyone.
my god.
So yeah, that lady was confident, but yeah, if you ask anyone in the San Diego PM scene, they know that story of the time we were all just at Chick-fil-A and Justin just just wooed this woman out of her mind, made her come and give him his number or her number.
No effort. Just like a
Yeah,
sheet player, this like no effort, stay there, let them come to you.
exactly. This is the new method, boys. Show up to Chick-fil-A with the controller and get a woman. Easy as that.
Oh god. I did not expect you to be prepared there. Yeah, the CTC used to
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like the Denny's, going to Denny's became like a legendary thing, and it got to the point because look, we're a bunch of loud nerds, okay? We're a bunch of loud nerds. It's like 11 o'clock at night in this Denny's in like this small town in Connecticut, and like we're there till like at least 2 in the morning, at least 2 in the morning.
Nice.
And so like the waiters start to like know us, like they knew who we were.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
so like sometimes you could, some of the waiters they liked us despite how we could be a bit rowdy, and like the older players slash top players tried to like corral the rest of them, like, hey guys, stop screaming, or hey guys, like you don't have to,
Right.
like come on, act like you didn't just leave high school, like and but like sometimes you could tell that some like we would come in and like the waiter is like already sighing. Like she's already like, oh god, no. Like,
You're like, here we go again.
it's like it's Thursday. Come on, you already know.
Yeah.
Like, don't pretend. Like,
Yeah, she should be used to it by now.
right? Like you should call off the Thursday shift. I don't know what to tell you.
Dang. Yeah, I never thought about that, but I wonder if the San Diego like in and out people were getting annoyed by like by all of us going there every week.
How many of there were you?
Typically, there's like between 8 and 12 of us. I think would go to like the In and Out or whatever restaurant we go to. How about for you guys?
So we had pretty big locals at one point. Like during our heyday, we actually had the largest local on the East Coast. We were still hitting like
Oh,
the average
nice.
was like 35 players, and about like
Oh, that's insane. Yeah.
and then about like 15 to 20 of us went to Denny's. Like so we had huge parties going
Yeah,
to
just
Denny's.
take over.
And like they like it got to the point like we had to just like essentially take a section of the Denny's over.
Dang.
Like they just knew like
They should have just labeled it at that point. This is the PM corner.
like, hey, those rowdy nerds are gonna come here every Thursday night. It's funny because when I started going to like Denny's or like hanging out more at Denny's and like getting more accustomed to like opening. Oh God, okay, sure. Getting more accustomed to like opening up in the scene. My girlfriend at the time would just be like, where are you? It's so late. Like, when are you coming home? I'm like, like, I'm sorry. Ball playing. It's like, wait, you were just at Denny's till 3 in the morning? Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't go to Denny's until 3? Dang. Yeah, I think going for food and stuff like after the local is like huge for building up like getting to know all the people better, especially if like you're newer. Because like if you're at the local, then all the top people are probably like playing amongst themselves. But yeah, if you're at like Denny's or like In and Out or whatever, it's like a lot easier to talk to people.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to talk to people if like you ever had a question
nice.
or just wanted to like have a normal conversation. Now's the time. And like
Yeah.
like I kind of said before, like the PR players, I was really grateful for the fact that, and like Kai set this example and the rest of us kind of followed, where it's like, let's not just play the people that we think we should be playing to warm up. You know what I mean? Like there's this new guy over there. Oh, this guy plays Ness and he kind of looks up to my Ness. Let me go play him for a little bit and like, give him pointers. Hey, this guy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen in years. Oh shit, let me go play him. Like we try.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think it really helps for like newer players. Just like going to a new like club or organization or whatever is like it's hard if you're like going on your own. You don't know anyone. And I feel like Smash is kind of like that. Going into this environment where everyone kind of knows each other already, so they have like all these jokes that you don't understand. But yeah, it really helps when one of the like top players just talks to you on their own.
Oh my god, show.
Alright, you're dead, right? No? Please die. Dang it. Someday I'll learn how to edge guard Mario.
How did I make it back? Oh god, please don't nerf my character. Oh, that's one thing they did. They nerfed his recovery a tad, and they keep nerfing his fair. I want them to stop doing that, but you know, I don't really have control over that.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed the tornado doesn't like go as high up as it used to.
It doesn't go as high up, but it's easier to match. For the most part, all of Mario's nerfs receive compensation. So like they keep nerfing the fair, but like I actually do have a kill back throw now. Whereas before it was more of a joke.
Okay. Yeah, that's good if they like compensated the nerf somehow. Otherwise I feel like it's like the Game & Watch scenario where you're fucked and that's it. Everything gets nerfed.
Take it or leave it. I still found it
yeah,
funny.
You had your time.
It's like one of my old tweets when I was like looking back at stuff. And I think it's real funny that like, I remember like the Game Watch players were real mad about the nerfs. But then like the next regional, like they were all over the top 8. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, y'all are still here. Like,
yeah, like, obviously we didn't nerf you enough. Oh, nice.
Let's see if I can make this comeback.
Oh. Oh, time to camp.
So yeah, this is what the matchup is typically like, boys. If you just sit here on the other side of the stage and wait till the other player approach.
This is optimal PM you're watching.
Sorry, other players might disagree, but honestly, this is peak PM.
Peak PM.
Oh, I had the chance to play the Doctor once at one of the flex zones. Regionals.
Oh yeah?
He bodied.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I don't know how he gets like 7 up airs off a down throw, but somehow he makes it work.
But
the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, it's like,
ugh, that was.
I don't know. How come when I play Mario, I barely get 1 up air? Somehow he gets like 7, 8, 9.
So I'm gonna ask you some closing questions, and then you can go on your way. Thank you for taking your time again, dude. I really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
What was your favorite tournament series or regional, and why?
I think it's gotta be. Okay, I have my favorite would be the San Diego local that I went to for like a while. Just because it was super chill. It was in like a card shop, so you can like peruse the games that were going on, I guess, at the same time. But yeah, just like a very chill atmosphere. Close second for regionals.
Rather.
Well, actually, I've only gone to like one like series, and that's like the big Balk, bigger Balk stuff. But those were a ton of fun. Yeah, I never saw so many Smashers in the same place. But
I wish
yeah,
I
went to bigger Balk and like Encore and stuff. Yeah, tons of fun. Yeah, I want to go to like more majors. I actually had a plan to hit like blacklisted and that Ohio thing that was supposed to happen, but then like the Rona. So yeah, I was gonna go to that, but then everything got canceled. Oh shit. But yeah, whenever the coronavirus just goes away, I'm gonna try to go to way more majors. But yeah, until then, it's gotta be Big Balk. Oh my god. You'd think I'd be ready to take that by now, but I'm not. Do you have any favorite of like the majors you've gone to?
It's like a tie between Blacklisted and it gets a little confusing because there's like these two series that are held in the same venue, Shots Fired and We Tech Those. But like one of my favorite ones, or my fondest memories of one, is when I beat Arsenals, because
oh nice.
Yeah, I was real mad that tournament because I felt like I was underseeded, and then I lost to the person that they seeded me under, and then I was like, damn, now I gotta play Arsenals. Now I'm gonna freaking lose. And I was just so mad. I was just so mad that I was even in this situation to begin with. And I don't usually go into tournament sets mad. That's like rare form Hakeem right there. And I just kind of like you know, did the thing and kind of worked out. And I beat a really known player that had a lot of respect on him, and they even flew him out. So I'm not gonna lie, it did feel good to like get that win. But that was
always a good feeling.
So I'm not sure how I would fare against the man today. You never know how you would fare against some of these people today.
Yeah.
Oof, oof.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like the first time beating someone like notable.
I was about to ask you, like, what's your best win or your favorite win?
Good question. I think the first time I beat someone who like that I like knew of beforehand, probably honestly like not super well known, but there's this player called Fracture in California.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's basically this Ike player. Yeah, so I think that was the first like win that I was pretty proud of. Cause like, not gonna lie, up until that, or like, I still do, but I thought Fracture was like really cool. For one, he's like 10 feet tall, but he plays Ike and I don't know, I think Ike is cool as well. You just like dash around and do the like quick draw stuff, and then he does the like quick draw from ledge into like grab, and I thought that was super cool. So like, definitely looked up to Fracture a little bit. And then yeah, this one of the like Sencal tournaments, I finally beat him in like a reverse 3-0. I was like getting whooped first 2 games out of 5, and then I was like, well, I don't even remember what was going through my mind, but I didn't want to go out like that. So I was like, I gotta get 1 on the board at least, and then like somehow I won the set. But yeah, that's the one that sticks out in my mind. First time I beat like, or one of the most like notable wins in my opinion.
Why did you stick with PM? You know, a lot of people thought like patches and changes, nerfs, they dropped the game, they stopped playing, their friends stopped playing. So what keeps you playing PM or P+?
Yeah, good question. I like competitive fighting games like in general. Like if I'm playing a video game, I'm probably gonna play like a fighting game, just because I think the whole aspect of like adaptation under pressure is super interesting to me. And I think it's like really fulfilling too, because you can there's like noticeable gains in how you perform that correlate with like your mindset and you know, like studying your own sets and stuff like that. Right. But I think the whole like adaptation and like improving your mental game is really satisfying in general. For PM specifically, it's like, the way I see it is I like competitive fighting games, and then out of competitive fighting games, I like Smash the most. Because I like the movement a lot more, and it feels like a lot less restrictive in what you can do.
Yeah.
So it's like competitive fighting games into Smash being the favorite, and then out of all the Smash games, PM is my favorite.
Okay.
So yeah, I pretty much stuck with that.
I like that. Simple. Like, a
I
lot
think
of
Melee is
people-
pretty fun too, except like I jump with L, so whenever I play Melee, it's like, my right thumb is so tired. So there's that.
the reason why I don't play PM Melee is like, well, Doc is horrible, and
Yeah.
there are 5 characters, and Doc isn't one of them. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's one thing I really like about PM. All the characters are like decent.
What?
Final pixel.
Oh no.
Oh my god, no. But yeah, honestly, I think PM's like awesome, and I'm really sad that we can't just keep on. Well, I guess we kind of can like keep on updating it through P Plus and all that. But I really liked how there were like regular big updates, and I felt like the game was just like progressively reaching like its optimum state.
Yeah, I
But
kind of wish like
yeah,
I guess in short, without saying certain things that may or may not be true, I wish it was still in the spotlight.
yeah,
That's how I
yeah,
feel.
me too.
I wish it was still in the spotlight. I think PM's a really good game. I think sometimes Melee players come into the mindset of thinking that this game should be one for one like Melee. It's not, and it's never going to be. And
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of charm to it. The balance of it is actually really good. There are like, especially in
Yeah.
PS now, I'm very pressed to say there's a character that can't do something or potentially win. Like Malachi won a major with Bowser.
with Bowser.
I'm
Oh,
never
nice.
letting that go.
Yeah,
Because in my opinion, Bowser's not that good. I just watch everyone not know the matchup. 'Cause who knows how
yeah,
to
yeah. I
fight
really like
Bowser?
how balanced everyone is. Oh my god. When will I learn?
When will you learn? Oh shit! What was that? What was that?
Please die off this. No. Oh, yes. No. Damn it. Yeah, you can do like the. It's pretty similar in Melee, but yeah, you can do like the falling up B with Link and do some stuff.
That was so cool.
Finally, there we go. What?
What?
Dang it. This man does not get grabbed. Dang.
Yeah, I think for the most part that's it for the show.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you for coming on. I'd like to thank everyone that tuned in. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah,
to thank
no.
everyone for tuning in.
problem.
Everyone that did tune in. I really appreciate it. Next week, I don't know who I'm having on. I'll let you know in a couple days. Sorry for like the lack of advertising this week. It was a pretty rough week for the boy. Felt like every other day there was something new, honestly. That being said, it's probably gonna be Calla. Let's see what his schedule's looking like. And soon, I'm in the works for having a special guest to come on. So I hope you guys will enjoy that.
Yeah, I think the series is awesome. Definitely was a ton of fun to be on.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming
Very
on.
nice.
And I would love to have you on again. Like, eventually I want to, like, I have, like, this whole list of people. And, like, I would love to have you on again. Actually, let me end the stream. Again, guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
for
yeah, thanks
being
for
here.
having me. Ton of fun.
El Shroomo, Link Extraordinaire, top 3 SoCal, top 3 PR SoCal member, current PA resident, and once COVID is over, you're gonna see him everywhere. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, hopefully.